Hello, ladies and gents, and welcome back to another car conversation with Shaunavonn, or Make America Think Again with Shaunavonn, wherever you get this podcast. Hopefully, most of you have joined us over here on YouTube. I see that there have been several people who have subscribed, so thank you all for joining us. We are going to get through this thing together. I'm going to try my best to keep you educated about what you need to know. So, weekend update. Let's start with the Afrikaners. The Afrikaner refugees that the red carpet has been rolled out for them to join us here in America. So let me tell you this. Felon 47 and his administration are saying that there are Afrikaner Caucasian people that are suffering. They're suffering. They are living in a genocide. It's happening in South Africa. Imagine that. The genocide that we can clearly see happening in Palestine, in Gaza, that's not the real, right? People are starving. We can see the starving children every day. Don't know last time y'all checked. But when I looked today, I saw starving children where I could see their ribs, where I can see their bones through their legs. That's what I saw today. I saw more bombing. I saw more death. But this administration wants you to believe that there are Caucasian Afrikaners that are in the middle of a genocide and they need to be saved from South Africa. Not people from Palestine, not people from the Sudan, not people from the Congo, not people from Rwanda, not people from Haiti, none of those Black and brown people. The South Afrikaners, not only do they need to be saved, they need to be given an expedited path to American citizenship. Is that America first enough for you, my guy? Is that putting America first enough for you? Let me tell you how it's going to impact you, my guy, and other Americans. So this first group of people, they were dropped off in Alabama, the good old state of Alabama. And the mayor of that state, the governor of that state is Kay Ivey. Let me tell you a little bit about Kay Ivey. Kay Ivey believes that you should be pulling yourselves up by your bootstraps, whether you have the boots or not. That's what Kay Ivey believes. Go ahead, look at some of the footage. Look at what she has said about taking federal assistance, taking federal dollars. So there's money there. The money is there. I know it's there because I live in a state that provides the money. But Kay Ivey says, no, her people need to fend for themselves. So she rations out the amount of money that she allows you to receive from the state and how much she will take from the federal government. Even though it's there to help the citizens of Alabama, she rations it out. Now you have these Afrikaners that they're taking from South Africa, saying that they're escaping some genocide, a non-existent genocide, and dropping them off in Alabama, which already has limited funds because Kay Ivey wants all you Alabamans to pull yourselves up by your bootstraps. So you have limited resources. You have land, farms specifically, that are more than likely going to be foreclosed on pretty soon because of these tariffs. And you got the white South Afrikaners coming in with money. So who do you think is going to buy up your land? Alabama? All you MAGA folks in Alabama, who you think is going to buy up your farms and your land and take your jobs? Not the Latinas, because y'all sending them away. It's not going to be them. It's not going to be us. We're already there. We already got all that Alabama is going to allow us to get. Because you know they always limiting the progress of Black folks. So who do you think, Alabamans or Alabamians, who do you think is going to come in and swoop in and take your land, take your farms that get foreclosed on, take all the resources, the little bit of dollars that you receive from the state and the federal government that Kay Ivey allows you to partake of? Who do you think? The white Afrikaners. So this is going to be interesting. The colonizers are importing colonizers to colonize the colonizers. And this is going to be interesting. This is going to be interesting. Get ready, Alabamans. The leopards are here to eat your faces, or the leopards are eating your faces, however that song goes down. Now let's move on. Because this is just a weekend kind of review. We also found out that Rob Warsaw, whomever this individual is, I'm going to do more research on this individual because I don't know if he's a longtime producer or this is his first time pitching a show, but he has pitched to Homeland Security a reality TV show that will have immigrants basically fight for citizenship, basically like a Hunger Games or a Squid Games or what's the other one, Survivor for immigrants. That's the premise of the show that this guy Rob Warsaw is pitching or has pitched to Homeland Security. Now, what I found interesting, Tricia McLaughlin with Homeland Security, she, when asked the question, were they entertaining the show or why would they entertain the show? She did not deny that they haven't received the pitch. And all her response was, we received hundreds of pitches about different shows, about Homeland Security, about TSA. We received hundreds of those. And so she kind of just left it open-ended. She didn't respond to specifically this show, this concept. And she also did not say that we aren't entertaining it at all. So clearly they received it. Clearly they are aware. And here's what I say we all should do. Anything that Rob Warsaw is attached to, pitches, tries to produce, actually currently produces, or any other projects he's attached to, any networks he's attached to, any production company he's attached to. We should boycott all that shit. Because Rob Warsaw was stupid enough, ignorant enough to pitch a show where you would have humans fighting against other humans for citizenship. If I gave a donkey of the day or the stupidest move of the week, I would say Rob Warsaw earned that privilege. He earned that title this week. So Rob Warsaw, it is my intention to make sure that anything you're attached to, anything you pitch moving forward, any production company that supports you, any network that puts any of your work on their show or on their screening services, on their platforms, on their networks, I'm going to make it my personal vendetta against you to make sure it all gets boycotted. I will not stop talking about it. I won't forget you, Rob. I will not forget you. Moving forward, what else do we see? Oh, this is a good one. So we saw this week in Louisiana, one of the largest, the largest plantation house, Nottoway Plantation. I think I'm pronouncing that correctly. Nottoway Plantation that was built in 1859, that was once a location that housed, that enslaved this family, who will not be mentioned by me, will not get any acknowledgement by me, but 155 enslaved people built this property and were enslaved there to work the sugarcane fields in Louisiana. We saw it burn to the ground this week. Burn to the ground. And all I have to say about that is the ancestors and myself were very happy to see it burn. Burn, let it burn, let it burn, let it burn, let it burn, let them all burn. Burn them to the ground, burn them to the ground. What else happened this week? Also, Walmart gave everybody the heads up that prices are going up. They're jacking up their prices starting this week. And guess who we're boycotting this week? Yes, you got it right. Walmart. May 20th through the 26th, we are boycotting Walmart again. Walmart said they're going to increase their prices. We need to head back over to Costco. Now, Walmart, that includes Sam's Club. So make sure that you are not shopping at Walmart and you're not shopping at Sam's Club all week. Let them know how we feel about the price gouging, because they've been doing that to us since COVID. It's not all about these tariffs. Don't forget, the prices never came down since COVID. So Walmart is this week. Walmart gave the heads up that they were going to jack up the prices, and Felon 47 is not happy about it. He's been, whatever his platform is called, he's been talking about it all day. So this just goes to show you what I said. When you boycott these companies, when they start losing enough money, they will start talking and working on our behalf, which is the same thing we need to get Republicans in Congress doing in regards to Medicaid, for sure. We need to amp up the pressure on Republicans. They're not moving quick enough. They're not being loud enough. As a matter of fact, they're not doing shit. So we need to amp up the pressure. You see them in a restaurant, ask them questions. You see them in Ulta, like Nancy Mace got called at Ulta, ask her when she's holding the next town hall, or ask them when they're holding the next town hall. Hey, can I talk to you about how I feel about you cutting funding for Medicaid? Anything that's on your mind, national parks, whatever it is, whatever it is that you is top of mind for you. What else? There's a lot that happened this week. Felon 47 decided he's going to accept a $40 million gold-plated plane by Qatar, given by Qatar. Yeah. So he can receive a $40 million plane, but at Christmas, you only get to give your child 2 dolls. The children get enough dolls, but I get a gold-plated plane. And then he tries to play it off, oh, no, it's going to belong to the DOJ. And then after, I'm out of office, it's going to go to my library. Lies. And here's what, bottom line, no one is giving you a $400 million anything with not asking for something in return. We're not stupid. Stop letting these people play in your face. We're not stupid. Also, Felon 47 in June is planning a huge military parade for his birthday. It's estimated $45 million is going into this military parade. But they have no money for Head Start, for pre-K for kids. They have no money for Meals on Wheels for the elderly. They have no money for veterans suffering from cancer. They have no money for the people that are the minors that are suffering from black lung. They have no money for cancer research. They have no money for all of these departments that have been cut, but they can find $45 million for a freaking military parade for this dude's vanity and narcissism. To appease his vanity and narcissism, they can buy $45 million for that. But damn the kids, damn the elderly, damn the veterans, damn the disabled, damn everybody else. And at Christmas, just give your children, your daughters, or your sons, 2 freaking dolls. All right, Pam Bondi, this came out this week as well. Pam Bondi sold $1 million of shares on April 2nd. The same day, later that same day, Felon 47 claimed tomorrow's going to be Liberation Day and the markets crashed. So what that means is Pam Bondi got out. She protected her money. She sold so much of her stock that she avoided the market crash. She avoided losing millions of dollars, more than likely. Now, I don't know if y'all remember this, but Martha Stewart got locked up for the same thing. But right now, the current attorney general did the same thing that Martha Stewart did, allegedly, is what it looks like. But she's still the attorney general. She's still the top cop of the land. The top cop is potentially engaging in illegal activity, but able to remain the top cop. We're living in the twilight zone. I think I have covered everything here. I felt like there was something else that I wanted to give you to be excited about, but I don't see anything else that was other than this plantation house burning to the ground. Yeah, Kilmar Abrego Garcia is still in El Salvador in prison. This administration is still ignoring a Supreme Court order to bring him back. They are still defying the order of the Supreme Court and other federal courts in regards to Kilmar Garcia. And the people in Gaza are starving to death. I have nothing else great to report. Well, we saw something that was interesting this week. I'm going to end with this. James Comey, former FBI, former head of the FBI, just happened to be walking on the beach and just happened to find shells that were in the formation of 8647. And MAGA has lost their shit because they are saying that the former head of the FBI posted a messaging for the potential unaliving of Felon 47. Even though some of them were driving around with trucks with Biden on the back of it, hogtied, painted murals on their trucks, even though they literally bought gallows to the Capitol on January 6th, even though they were going through the hallways demanding to find Nancy Pelosi, even though somebody went to Nancy Pelosi's house, beat up her husband, and was looking to unalive her. Like, I could go on and on and on. But MAGA has lost their shit about a shell formation, which should James Comey have known? Yeah, former head of the FBI, so I'm not buying that you walked up on this shell formation and you just happened to decide to post it. But you really never thought that it might be misconstrued as some sort of messaging to say, now you could, when you're in a restaurant, people will say, 86 the ketchup, 86 the mustard, like, or 86 the pickles, meaning don't put it on there, don't do it. Yes, it does mean kill, or take it off or remove it, get rid of it is what it basically means. So you hear this in other situations to where it wouldn't be, no one would think that, you're thinking of unaliving something. It's just removal. But MAGAs lost their shit over it. James Comey is claiming innocence. I will note also that James Comey apparently has another book, or has a book coming out. I think it's another. I think he has written a book before this month. So maybe this was his failed effort on some publicity. I mean, in the industry, people say that, good or bad, any type of publicity is good. I don't know. But James Comey tried it. That's all I'm going to say. He tried it. He tried it. So I'm going to wrap up now. This went a lot longer than I wanted it to, but I did want to give you a weekend update. And okay, so the last thing I'm going to talk about, I am going to talk about the Diddy trial. I'm going to deviate from politics for a moment because there's so much that I want to unpack there, but I'm putting that a whole separate video. So stay tuned.